am sure everyone here has seen fictional flying aircraft carrier concepts, from the Arsenal Bird to the CL-1201, and even the 747 aircraft carrier, and even the helicarrier from Marvel. Flying aircraft carriers really have been notably prevalent in modern media. So you know what? I decided to take my own crack at it. But for those joining this channel for the first time, you might know that just making a flying aircraft carrier is just the beginning of it. This behemoth will need to carry upwards of 100 parasite fighters. It will also need to be able to physically take off from standard large runways or just conventional runways. That sounds like a pretty boring goal, but honestly, it was probably the hardest part of this challenge. Lastly, I want this aircraft to have a large docking bay and retrieval boom in the hangar. That way all parasite fighters can be retrieved after any sorties. And last but not least, I'll save it for another episode of course, but I do want to build a parasite fighter to operate within this aircraft. Of course, any parasite fighter or other aircraft operating within such a vehicle doesn't need landing gear and prioritizes space saving. Data link and other operating features would be prevalent among the swarm. But that's, again, for another episode. And for those of you who have known me for a while, welcome back to the next video. I have been absent for a bit because I was working on the flyout trailer, but we're back. And what better thing to come back to than probably the most ambitious project I've ever done in flyout. For now though, let's just focus on the Sky Carrier. So a few things about the design though. Due to the size and weight of this aircraft, I've decided that it's probably going to be nuclear turbines, and that would be what's optimal for this design. Now a lot of you who haven't watched my Sky Cruise video or might just not know about it might be saying, what? Nuclear turbines? What are those? Or maybe not, I don't know, a lot of people have heard about them nowadays. But anyways, that's not the point. Nuclear turbines essentially just exchange heat from the decaying of fissile materials, such as maybe plutonium or uranium, and radiate that heat through a turbine combustor. In doing this, you entirely replace the need for fuel on board your aircraft. Problem is, this requires a very heavy and very exotic cooling system, or rather, should I say, just heat exchange system. Also, the radiation shielding aboard the aircraft would be very heavy. These two reasons, on top of the concern of a nuclear disaster in the event of a crash, prevented these styles of aircraft from ever being made in real life. Also, there are a few other operating features that may not be ideal, such as very long spool times and things like that. Throttle may not be too controllable, but most of that is unknown since we haven't really designed them. Anyways, ignoring that last one, lucky for